Hey, what's up, guys? This is David Chase Taylor of 911truther.org. Today is March 28th of 2025. So based on breaking news and events, it appears that CIA headquarters located beneath CERN at Lake Geneva in Switzerland is going to stage a Cbrn-related attack and or World War III by the date of April 2nd of 2025. So, for those of you unaware, April 2nd of 2025 is what Donald J. Trump is calling Liberation Day, because it's when America basically divorces itself from the New World Order and becomes independent when these tariffs that Trump has put in place take effect. So essentially, the United States economy is going to boom like never before, and America is instantly going to become or I should say rather instantly, within a few months, the richest country in the world. And so this must be stopped by the richest country in the world now, which is Switzerland, which is home to the CIA. Coincidentally, the date of April 2nd is 4-2 numerically, which is 24 backwards, which equates to the letter X, which is the international symbol of death. So it's 100% certain that the CIA is basically going to stage a major event in the United States or elsewhere around the world to disrupt this tariff going into effect. We saw this back in 2017 or 2019, right before the tariffs that the first Trump administration put in place. The CIA staged COVID and locked everything down, and they're going to do the same by the date of April 2nd of 2025. So if you haven't been paying attention, investors from all over the world, Apple, 500 billion, all these different companies, Hyundai, 20 billion, have basically pledged to build factories in the United States to avoid these tariffs, which would subsequently employ millions of Americans at extremely high-paying wages. The CIA is trying to destroy America, and so they don't want this to happen, and that's why they're going to basically turn the world upside down prior to the date of April 2nd. The total amount invested in the United States in the last 60 days is $5 trillion, which is huge. Consequently, the CIA is going to stage a DEFCON level event, a Trump assassination, martial law, a declaration of war, and or another biological pandemic by the date of April 2nd of 2025. This will most likely happen via what's called a Cbrn-related attack. This is a chemical, biological, radiological, or nuclear-related event. Could be a virus release. It could be a terror attack, but it's designed to spawn a second global biological pandemic and or trigger World War III. There's also the high possibility that the CIA, because if you know what a Swiss Army knife is, the CIA has all the armies in all the countries under its disposal, and we're going to see this manifest itself in reality in the next 5 days. So the next 120 hours or so, shit's going to hit the fan, and CIA headquarters located beneath CERN at Lake Geneva is going to pull the strings. That's the Swiss cross is the puppet master. That's why puppet strings are attached to a cross, which is handled by Switzerland. So there's the possibility that the CIA is going to escalate one or more of the current wars that are ongoing. Firstly, the Russo-Ukrainian war in Russia and Ukraine. This will likely suffer some sort of chemical, biological, or radiological or nuclear-related event. The Israeli-Hamas war will likely suffer a chemical, biological, radiological, or nuclear event. This is also possible in the Syrian civil war, where you have a former member of Al-Qaeda is now the president of Syria. And this was specifically, this puppet, Al-Qaeda puppet was specifically placed in there by the CIA so that they could stage a Cbrn-related event in Syria or neighboring countries in the Mediterranean region. There's also the possibility that the CIA will escalate the current Israeli-Hezbollah war to a Cbrn-related event. Coincidentally, the spokesman for the U.S. State Department on March 28th stated that they have now designated a number of high-level Hezbollah officials as terrorists, and they are now wanted, and this is designed to foreshadow and create a motive for a Hezbollah-related revenge attack, possibly targeting Israel, the United States, or other countries in Europe. There's also the possibility that the CIA is going to stage some sort of North Korean-related attack targeting South Korea or the United States or countries in the Pacific theater of war. Possibly an electromagnetic pulse-related event. In respect to China, it's highly likely that the CIA will stage a Chinese offensive, possibly targeting Taiwan, Japan, South Korea, or islands in the Pacific. I just published a report a few days ago for a full-scale Chinese attack and invasion of the Baja Peninsula in Mexico. And so we know, and a week before I published a report about a Chinese attack and invasion of Australia and South Africa. So the CIA has these armies laying in wait, and they're going to move the chess pieces, if you will, by the date of April 2nd. Mark it down. Because the CIA will not let these tariffs go into effect, because the bank accounts of the United States government are going to go like this, our national debt is going to go like this, and the whole economy is going to be boom, and they cannot allow this to happen under any circumstance. It's imperative to note that they will not allow this to happen, and so they have to stage some sort of major DEFCON level event in the United States or elsewhere in order to prevent these tariffs from going into effect. So those are the most likely scenarios. In the event of a Cbrn-related attack, it will most likely be a 9/11 style attack, possibly via a drone or an aircraft or helicopter. There's also the possibility that the CIA will stage some sort of Chinese, Iranian, or Russian Cbrn warhead-laden missile strikes, submarine strikes. There's also the high likelihood that the CIA will stage some sort of storming attack by Russia, China, or Iran. So in the case of Russia, these would be Ukrainian troops dressed as Russians. In the case of an Iranian attack, it would most likely be Israeli Mossad members dressed in Iranian black ski masks, posing as Iranians. And in the case of China, it would most likely be Taiwanese troops dressed up with Chinese flags, staging some sort of a storming attack, targeting an airport, an amusement park, or a government building in the United States or elsewhere. So obviously, if shit hits the fan in any form or fashion by the date of April 2nd of 2025, when the tariffs go into effect, i.e. Liberation Day in the United States, we know it was Switzerland because they are, in Latin it's called Cui Bono, C-I-U-B-O-N-O, who benefits? Who benefits from staging an attack that disrupts the economic rebound of the United States? It is Switzerland, because that is the nemesis of the United States. That's the CIA. The secret CIA is in Switzerland, and they're controlling our CIA, our FBI, our government. And Donald J. Trump went rogue, and he is trying to financially divorce ourselves from this grip that they have over us by the fact that we get raped by all of our products are banned in every other country. We can't sell there, but they're all allowed to sell here without any tariffs, and that's about to change on April 2nd, and obviously that cannot be allowed to happen. So the powers that be, which coincidentally are headquartered in Geneva, Switzerland, are going to stage a major event as pretext for World War III by the date of April 2nd. Mark it down. And so, obviously, if that happens, I kindly ask that you download this video and share with local, state, and federal law enforcement, military, and intelligence officials, as well as with local, national, and international media outlets. I am seriously praying for a peaceful week. Peace.